Indonesia wants a new capital and it's spending nearly $33 billion to get it.
From the bustling chaos of Jakarta to the futuristic promise of Nusantara, Indonesia's $33 billion capital city project is reshaping urban living. Join us as we explore the ambitious plans to create a smart forest city, blending innovation with sustainability. But as construction ramps up, we'll also delve into the challenges and controversies surrounding this groundbreaking endeavor, offering a glimpse into the future of urban development in Southeast Asia. Indonesia's forthcoming city may seem unremarkable now, but it's poised to redefine urban living as we know it. Spanning an area 4 times larger than Jakarta and a staggering 40 times the size of Manhattan, this ambitious project is progressing through 5 expansive phases, slated for completion by 2045. Despite its massive scale, the city will be home to fewer than 2 million residents, with an astonishing 65% of its expanse dedicated to verdant green spaces, lush forests, sprawling gardens, and serene parks.
PM will be meeting his Indonesian counterpart Joko Widodo tomorrow.
Another 10% will be allocated to agricultural pursuits, ensuring that a mere quarter of Nusantara will be punctuated by buildings. This eco-conscious blueprint aligns seamlessly with Indonesia's vision of achieving carbon neutrality by 2060, with renewable energy sources set to power the entire city. A visionary public transit system aims to facilitate seamless access to amenities within a 10-minute radius, regardless of one's location within the city. And with verdant urban forests threading through its fabric, Nusantara promises an ethereal ambiance reminiscent of the fantastical landscapes depicted in Avatar.
One of the primary reasons to build a new capital is because the existing capital in Indonesia, Jakarta, is sinking, it's overcrowded, it's congested.
While the plans appear idyllic at first glance, the genesis of this groundbreaking endeavor lies in the pressing need to address the environmental and infrastructural challenges plaguing Jakarta. As Indonesia's sinking capital grapples with rising sea levels and inadequate water management, the decision to establish a new capital on the island of Borneo, specifically East Kalimantan, emerges as a strategic move to foster better connectivity and resource distribution across the nation. By decentralizing economic activities from Java, the heart of Indonesia's economy, Nusantara is poised to chart a new course for sustainable development and equitable growth. Kalimantan boasts inherent advantages over Java, the current epicenter of Indonesia's economic activity. Shielded from the brunt of natural disasters like floods and earthquakes that frequently besiege Java, the island offers a more secure and resilient locale for the nation's capital. Furthermore, Kalimantan's vast rainforests harbor an abundance of natural resources, complemented by breathtaking biodiversity and scenic beauty. Its expansive terrain also presents ample space, an attribute sorely lacking in the overcrowded confines of Jakarta. The notion of relocating Indonesia's capital is not a novel concept. Discussions date back to the 1950s. However, it was President Joko Widodo who fervently championed this transformative initiative. Transitioning from a career in furniture making to the political arena, Widodo's ascension to Jakarta's governorship in 2012 provided a platform to realize his vision. Upon assuming the presidency in 2014, he accelerated efforts to actualize the dream of a new capital.
No, it certainly was not. It was a very prickly and rocky road for a long time, but gee, this Widodo is a star.
In 2019, his administration formally unveiled the relocation plan. Central to the vision for the new capital is a harmonious integration with the natural landscape, an ethos epitomized by Urban Plus, the Indonesian architecture and design firm entrusted with shaping Nusantara. Their blueprint emphasizes sustainability and cultural resonance, envisioning a smart urban ecosystem that celebrates Indonesia's diverse heritage. Reflecting its namesake, Nusantara, meaning archipelago, the cityscape embodies the nation's multifaceted identity, a testament to its rich tapestry of cultures and landscapes. Let's delve into some intriguing design intricacies. Elevated walkways will seamlessly connect transport hubs, facilitating convenient access to the city's fully electric public transit system while navigating the undulating jungle terrain. These walkways, complemented by stilt-supported structures, not only enhance airflow, but also aid in rainwater dispersion, fostering a sustainable urban environment. While the notion of erecting buildings on stilts may seem novel, it's a time-honored practice in Indonesia, where elevated homes shield against flooding, a tradition echoed in Nusantara's architectural landscape. At the nucleus of the city lies the presidential palace, an architectural marvel shaped like the Garuda.
I believe that, inshallah, we call it, the palace will be there.
Indonesia's national emblem symbolizing knowledge, power, and valor. With a colossal glass wingspan spanning 177 meters, this iconic structure commands attention, embodying the spirit of Nusantara. Along the city's central thoroughfare, this majestic edifice serves as a striking landmark. Complementing this grandeur is the Vice Presidential Palace, conceived through a government-led design competition, with the winning entry by Xiao architects, drawing inspiration from indigenous Indonesian architecture, notably the traditional longhouse. Embracing traditional design elements, the palace features a tripartite layout reminiscent of its cultural heritage. These renderings underscore the city's ethos of harmonizing with nature and preserving vast green spaces, a departure from conventional urban development. As Indonesia embarks on this ambitious endeavor, the meticulous planning and integration with the natural landscape promise a paradigm shift in urban design and sustainability. The city has been divided into 5 phases, and although there are strict deadlines, work has already started. As we shall see, as the city expands, infrastructure will be rebuilt in accordance with the subsequent phases, with specific areas, like the governmental zone, taking precedence. With a 2-year timescale, the first and maybe most ambitious phase is expected to be completed later this year. As he prepares to leave office in October, President Widodo has made Nusantara his legacy. On August 17th, Indonesian Independence Day, the presidential palace will open, marking the official opening of the city. The governmental zone is being cut out of the rainforest in the first phase. Furthermore, before anyone can truly move in, all of the very basic infrastructure needs to be established. This entails the provision of roads, power, and water, in addition to a fundamental public transportation network. Phase 1 centers on the so-called governmental zone, which includes palaces, government buildings, and structures housing the army and police branches. The upcoming stages of construction are expected to take slightly longer to complete, ranging from 4 to 5 years for each stage. Phase 2, which is expected to be completed later this year, will see significant development in regions referred to as mixed use. This implies that locations for commerce and industry, as well as for food, education, and retail. The government intends for 1.2 million people to have moved to Nusantara by the time this phase ends in 2029. When you consider the current state of the building site, it's a little difficult to believe. Are we looking at 1.2 million residents in only 5 years? Do you really believe that is feasible? Phase 3, which begins in 2030, will see the creation of a mass transit system, the growth of water and waste management initiatives, and an emphasis on the local economy. Phase 4 will include building regional railway networks and expanding health and education facilities in response to the anticipated population growth. With 1.9 million people expected to live there, the last phase of building is expected to be finished in time for Indonesia to celebrate its 100th anniversary of independence in 2045. It will feature increased industrial development as well as an emphasis on steady population growth. That is, assuming all goes according to plan. It's already been mentioned that completing the deadline could be difficult, with only a few months till the official opening. Due to supply chain problems and extreme tropical weather, construction has proceeded more slowly than anticipated. It's difficult to gather all the materials needed to start a city from scratch, particularly in this wild setting. And this is when the many problems start. So let's examine the 4 main issues and areas of criticism. First off, this region has seen a significant number of illicit mining operations. There are vast natural resource deposits in East Kalimantan, including gold, nickel, oil, and coal. Surveys conducted by Siti Nurbaya Bakar, the Minister of Environment and Forestry, indicate that there are almost 2,400 abandoned mines on the Nusantara site alone. These pits must be refilled in order to proceed with construction. While the mining corporations ought to be responsible for this, the government is currently covering the majority of the costs. Secondly, it seems that obtaining finance will also be difficult. The Indonesian government provides 20% of the $33 billion budget. The other 80% is expected to come from both domestic and foreign investments. But this is really getting hard. In 2022, a significant Japanese investor withdrew since they could no longer agree on the terms of the transaction. Furthermore, it appears that no significant investment has been signed, despite Indonesia's offer of tax benefits and land rights to possible investors. According to the government, as of 2023, 323 investors, primarily from Asia, had sent letters of intent. Australia has officially joined as well, offering to assist with growth in exchange for a very minor investment and skilled specialists. Thirdly, opponents among Indonesians perceived that the measures were hurried through parliament without appropriate supervision, and that before he leaves office, President Widodo rushes to open the city. Indigenous peoples' rights are promoted by the Indigenous Peoples Alliance of Nusantara, or AMAN. According to sources, at least 20,000 indigenous people would need to be relocated from the site of Nusantara, which is home to 21 indigenous settlements. Therefore, there is still work to be done to find ways to further involve the community in the initiative. The government's unilateral approach without adequate consultation or transparency with local residents has sparked criticism. Furthermore, doubts linger regarding Nusantara's green credentials despite its ambitious clean energy goals. With only 19% of Indonesia's current power sourced from renewables, reliance on coal mines in Borneo for construction raises environmental concerns. As we conclude our exploration of Nusantara's ambitious development, it's evident that the journey ahead is rife with challenges and uncertainties. While the need for solutions to Jakarta's pressing issues is undeniable, questions linger about whether Nusantara is the definitive answer. Your insights and perspectives are invaluable in shaping the discourse. As Jakarta faces pressing challenges, the efficacy of this new plan remains uncertain. We invite your perspectives. Is Nusantara the optimal solution for Indonesia's predicament? And will its implementation succeed? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay engaged, share your thoughts, and let's navigate this journey together. Thank you for watching. If you found value in our discussion on Nusantara's development, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Your support fuels our exploration of transformative projects and their impact on our world. Thank you for being part of our community, and we look forward to bringing you more engaging discussions in the future.